Are you guys doing business in Japan right now? Are they? No. Yes? No?
No.
Okay,
0.
cool. So I know where I'm at now. Now I have this is, by the way, guys, I failed every math class. So I'm going to give you Easton math here. Y'all can pass it very easy. Okay, so the first piece of this algebra equation, and I write this out in front of me on a sword and shield when I'm talking to people. I always write now and I write mission. Okay, those are just my words. You can come up with your own words. But I need to know, these are the two factors that I need to know. I need to know where they're at now, and I need to know what their mission is. Okay, so now we know, Chris, you know that they haven't done anything in Japan. So you already have one piece of the information, although it's not $1. I mean, we could say 0, but what I always say instead of 0 is start up, right? Because they're not in Japan. Okay, got it. We're not in Japan. We need to start up. Guys, what's the next big financial milestone you want to hit in terms of revenue once you get the Japanese endeavor up and running? So what I do, instead of if I think I'm going to get pushback on specifics, I will go real high level. We're at startup now. What's the next big? And I don't say first milestone, because if I've just made this mistake 1,000 times, Chris, because I'll say, what's the first milestone you want to hit? We'd like to sell 1 unit in Japan. And you're like, damn, I'm a consultant. I'm a lot more than price of 1 unit. So I need to frame it a little bit, right? Because again, people will answer the questions you ask them. I'd like to have my business plan done, right? What's the next big financial milestone that you want to hit? If they still don't know, and I think you had the VP of sales, and you had regulatory on there, correct?
Yeah.
Right. If you had to guess, what would your guess be? Right? Now, worst, I don't think you're going to need to get there, but worst case, you deal with hundreds, if not thousands of companies that do business in Japan. You could take a guess. Bad to do it, but it's a Hail Mary pass. And what I mean by this Hail Mary pass, I really want the number to come from them. Right? So I'm going to say, hey, Chris, I know we're getting startup now in Japan. I think you guys want to get everything in a row here for 2025. Initially, startup 2026 or sooner. Once you get everything running and things are firing on all cylinders in Japan, Chris, what's the next big financial milestone you guys want to hit as far as revenue from that market? Go ahead and answer, Chris.
100,000.
100,000. Boom. Now I got a baseline to work with. Okay? In terms of 100,000, are you looking per year, per month, per quarter?
First year.
And then
growth.
Yeah, what did you say on the growth, Chris?
20% after that.
Year over year?
In year 2, yeah.
Okay. And then do you want to extend that 20%? What are your thoughts there?
Long term, 5 to 10% growth.
Okay.
I mean, these are numbers I know, right?
Yeah, but see how it's coming out of your mouth? Yeah. I just monetized the deal. So I just want to make sure I'm clear on something. We're going to get you from startup. First big checkpoint that we need to hit is that first 100,000, the 6-figure mark. We want to be at 20% growth for the first year and a half, and then double digit, let's call it double digit above 10 for the first 2 to 3 years. And then what was that second number you had? Was it 7 to 10% there long term?
Yeah, between 5 and 10.
5 and 10, we'll call that beyond would that be the 5-year horizon or 3-year horizon?
5-year.
Got it. Chris, based on everything you're telling me, I mean, I've helped a number of companies in Japan not only get started up ahead of schedule and under budget, but your checkpoint, whether you do business with me or not, I just want to tell you your $100,000 checkpoint based on your product price and what you guys are doing, very, very doable. You are not attempting space travel here. This is extremely doable in Japan. As long as you're following a few steps, I believe you're going to hit that 100,000 checkpoint ahead of schedule. And then I love the 20% growth. I will tell you, if you hire me as a consultant, I am going to help you hit the 100K ahead of schedule. We are going to work on hitting that 20%. I'm going to try and ask you to hang out in that 20% realm a little bit longer, because I think what you're going to find when you have the right plan and you're working with a team, whether it's me or somebody else that has done rollouts like these, we tend to get a little bit pessimistic and think, it's going to drop down to that 5 to 10%. I do think that's a solid horizon for you, but I'd like I'd like to stay at the very minimum in double-digit growth here for the first 5 years. You'd be amazed at the growth potential there in Japan. Based on all of that, I really feel like I've got a good understanding of where you guys want to go first year, second year, third year, fifth year. Does it make sense for us to move forward with me shooting you over a proposal to help you get there faster and ahead of schedule? I'm not sure if it's for you, but if you work in sales and you absolutely positively have to double or triple the amount of money you're making in order to truly enjoy your life, click the link here. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University. It's the most effective sales coaching in the world. Click the link here, check it out. You're gonna see we'll give you access to an on-demand learning portal that's gonna give you video coaching with me on everything you need to know to double or triple your income, or even more. Everything from prospecting to closing to handling objections and complaints to building your personal network and self-confidence, but it doesn't stop there. Click the link here. You're gonna see that when you get a membership to Easton University, you're also gonna have the ability to do live coaching with me twice a week. You can ask me any questions. We can work through anything you're struggling with. I will be there with you every step of the way to help you double your income in sales right now. Click the link now. You're gonna see we've helped thousands of people just like you, and we have the video testimonials from them to prove it. Easton University is more than a learning portal. It's more than live coaching with me. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Click the link now. I'll see you at Easton University.